you, not for nobody in this room, dear Father. I need to work for the living, not for the dying. I need to work for you and you alone, dear Father. I need to also confess myself, because I'm coming at myself too, dear Father. Because there was a point in time where I was working for men, and not for you. And I was dying. I was dead. Forgive me, Yahuah. So I need to pay attention to you and flow by the Spirit, not by my own emotions, not by what man says, but by you, dear Father. Yeah. By your Spirit, by your Ruach, Yahuah. Fill me up, dear Father. And as I pull myself out to the sheep, dear Father, sheep can't feed themselves. And the shepherd has to have some source to go to in order to get the food, Yahuah, and that's you. Yeah. So I have to acknowledge where the food coming from, not from me, because this is your word, not mine. This is your word. So I need to pay attention to your word and take heed as well, and let them take heed as well, dear Father. I pray that you edify the people and edify me as well. And be calm, cast all my cares unto you. In the name of Yahuah HaMashiach, my master, my redeemer, my rock. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All right. All right, we're good. Okay, so the title of today's message is Who You Working For? I had just who you working for. You see Yod Hey Vav Hey, that's the living. You see a toe tag, who's in flesh, that's the dying. Are you working for the living? Or are you working for the dying? Are you working for Yah? Or are you working for man? Do you care about what Yah says? Who can cast you in the Sheol and kill your soul? Or what man says who can just kill flesh? What you working for? Yeah. All right. Like I said, I'm a cry loud and spare. Now I'm gonna get at myself first, because I can't be up here being a hypocrite. Because hey, I used to be a hypocrite when I first met y'all. I wasn't living like I said I was living. This Isaiah is not the Isaiah that y'all first met. I'm going to tell you the truth. 2 Timothy 1:7. All right, I used to have the spirit of timidity. My dad made a joke the other day. I had pool diarrhea. I was always scared of something. And I was supposed to walk by faith, but I was scared. I used to care about what people thought about me, especially during acting. I used to be a theater major. I used to, will this person go like this? Is this person going to like what I say? Would this cross impact this person here? I always worried about what they said, and I had that spirit of timidity latch on to me. So when I get in front of people, I always had a facade on. I want to be in Isaiah battle or try to be Hamlet. Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., who working for the dead. I was not working for the living in the spirit of timidity. Can we go to 2 Timothy 1:7? All right. Let me know we all get that. Hallelujah. Oh, yeah. Right. All right. 2 Timothy 1:7. For Yah has not given us a spirit of fear or the spirit of timidity, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. If you have fear, you ain't got no power, you ain't got no love, you ain't got no sound mind. You're working in fear. If you're always scared of something, how you gonna move in power? You ain't got no power if you're scared of something. If I'm scared of water, how am I gonna swim? I'm gonna go across the doggone Red Sea when he split it again. If you do split it again. I can't, because I got fear, I'm scared of something. I'll be scared of a man who can't kill nothing but my body. Fear the one that can split the sea, kill your soul, cast you in the Sheol. He raised Yeshua from the dead, didn't he? Fear him, okay, who can bring life and take life by the power of his mouth. Did we learn the other night, this is the year of the mouth? Here, is he taking your life? Are you scared? Are you hearing what he's saying? You ain't living in fear. 1 Peter 5, 6, and 7, please. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All right. Okay, 1 Peter 5, 6, and 7. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of Yah, that he may exalt you in due time. In what time?
Due time.
Due time. Not our timing or his time?
His.
Thank you. So due time. Due time is always his time, not our time. We all trying to rush the Most High. casting all your cares upon him, for he careth for you. If we're trying to rush the Most High, how are we going to cast our cares upon him? He just said, humble yourself, so everything will come to you in due time. But if you're trying to rush him, you can't cast your cares upon him because you're trying to do it yourself. How you going to do something yourself? You don't even, this ain't your flesh. This is borrowed. This breath you breathe is borrowed. So who you cast your care upon, the Most High or yourself? Who going to die eventually? Because we all in this room, inevitably, you're going to die. I don't care how young you are, how old you are, you're still going to see death. Okay. So cast your cares upon the Most High. Stop worrying about what a man say. Because a man ain't doing nothing but being wicked. Right. I know y'all read the book of Judges. We was wicked. Always being wicked. The Most High even, he said, no, go to your false gods. He going to do that to some people. I guarantee you he will.
No, you're right, son.
Jeremiah 17:5. How many of y'all know what you said? All right. I'm going to go down to verse 7. I forgot to put that. That's all right. All right. Jeremiah 17:5 through 7. Thus saith Yahuah, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his what?
Arm.
What does arm mean? Who protected by flesh. And whose heart departs from who? The Most High. If you put your faith in man, your heart going to depart from the Most High. Saul kept them sheep because he feared man. He said that he did. I feared that the men would kill me. So I had to save the best of them. Most High rejected him, didn't he? So he was cursed, wasn't he? Okay. For he shall be like the heat in the desert. It shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, and the salt land and not inhabited. Blessed is the man that trusteth in Yahuah, and whose hope Yahuah is. So you blessed if you trust in the Most High. You can live if you trust in the Most High. Blessing ain't always, oh, I got a whole bunch of money. No, blessing is you living again. You under a house. You got food in your belly. You got light in your house. You got shoes and clothes on your back. That's blessed. You provide for you. You don't provide for yourself.
Right.
Because if he say, nah, you ain't got that job, ain't yours, it ain't yours. I'm going to go against the Most High. Go against the Most High if you want to. He said you're going to walk contrary to you. Can't nobody beat the Most High. Didn't he say his mighty right hand? Can't nobody beat that. That's when he uses all his power. Everybody seen all his majesty yet? His mighty right hand did that to Egypt. So trust in him. You be blessed. You be in your Goshen when everybody in Mizraim. Matthew 7:3-5. Just gonna get a little PG real quick. I'll tell the truth. Matthew 7, 3, going down, 5. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in your own eye? Or how will you say to your brother, let me pull out the mote out of your own eye, and behold, the beam is in your own eye? Right. You hypocrite! First cast out the beam out of your own eye, then shall you see clearly, then shall you see clearly to cast out the mote out of your brother's eye. Me, going to tell y'all the truth, like I said, it's going to get PG. I did some things wicked. I went against the Most High. I went against my parents too. I'm not a virgin. They told me all the time, nah, save yourself for marriage. I want to go against it. But then when I saw other people trying to do it, I would be the one, hey man, you should be trying to get with that girl, bro. What? I can't even make that make sense. How can I tell this man, don't get with that girl, yet I'm trying to sneak a girl downstairs in Garrett? How can I do that? False. I'm a hypocrite. But then the Most High allowed me to see the beam that was in the side of my head. Because it was weighing me down. Weighing me down to the point that I couldn't even see it no more. He had to pick it up and allow me to see it. Go to Isaiah 6, 1 through 8. Hallelujah. Can you pick it up for Pastor John?
Absolutely. Isaiah 6th chapter, 1 through 8. In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw also the Lord sitting upon a throne, high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. Above it stood the seraphims. Each one had 6 wings. With twain he covered his face, and with twain he covered his feet, and with twain he did fly. And one cried unto another, and said, Holy, holy, holy is Yahuah Zevaot. The whole earth is full of his glory. And the post of the door moved at the voice of him that cried, and the house was filled with smoke. Then I said, Woe is me, for I am undone, because I am a man of unclean lips, and I dwell in the midst of a people of unclean lips. For my eyes have seen the King, Yahuah of Zevaot.
Okay, thank you. I'll just right here. All right. So we see in verse 5, first thing his name Isaiah too. Then he said, then said I, Woe is me, for I'm undone. He noticed that he was undone. He noticed that he wasn't whole. What you say last night? A sister of broken. Because I am a man of unclean lips. He may not have been trying to get with every girl, may not have been trying to smoke blunts, but he talked about people backbiting. Yeah. And he dwelled with people with unclean lips. He had to admit what he was before the Most High can burn the sear his mouth. Get that wickedness out of his mouth. He had to admit what he was. But if you can't admit where you went, you stuck. You got to tell the truth. You can't tell the truth, you stuck. What they say, telling the truth. Yeah. If you don't tell the truth, you just perpetually lying, you'll be stuck. I like it, tearing the Most High sight. He hates them. Yeah. Right. All right, can you continue to finish that?
Yes, sir. Then flew one of the seraphims unto me, having a live coal in his hand, which he had taken with the tongues from off the altar. And he laid it upon my mouth, and said, Lo, this hath touched thy lips, and thine iniquity is taken away, and thy sin is purged.
Hallelujah.
And he laid it upon my mouth, and said, Lo, this hath touched thy lips, and thine iniquity is taken away, and thy sin is purged.
Thank you. So when you confess to the Most High, he is willing to take away your sin. He is willing to purge that out of you. But if you don't confess, hands you over to yourself. Strong delusion, because you believe in yourself. You can't see your line of end because you stupid. You ain't wise, you dummy. Can you finish verse 8, please?
Yes. Also I heard the voice of the Lord saying, Whom shall I send? And who will go for us? Then said I, Here am I, send me.
Okay. So when you confess and truly be sincere, you mean it, the Most High, he got a job for you. So who you working for? He really got a job for you. Yeah. And you better be bold enough to say, Say to me, I'll go. Because there ain't no point in going to the Most High confessing where you at. And not expecting to do something. Because you better expect to do something for the Most. It don't matter if you sweeping floors, singing, prophesying, speaking in tongues, dancing and jumping, playing basketball. It's for the Most High. It don't matter what you're doing. So admit where you at. So you can go do your mission. Because the Most High got a mission for everybody. No matter what it is. Some people got a mission for they damned. Isaiah 58:1, please. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Whoever that is, y'all, somebody just pick it up for him.
I got
it. Isaiah 58 chapter. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up your voice like a trumpet. Tell my people their transgressions, and the house of Yahuah their sins.
Okay. So he said, cry aloud and spare not. Cry aloud and spare not. Tell my people their transgressions. And Yahuah their what? Sins. Tell me sins. So when you can admit where you at, the Most High, you ain't no longer a hypocrite. He'll enable you to say, you know what? You can confess where you was at. Tell everybody where they at. You better make sure you're doing right. You better not be a hypocrite when you're doing it. Because you can't stand the hypocrite play actors. Denzel Wild. Me, I was happy. Y'all said I was cold, nigga. Good. But what that mean? Well, what that mean? If I'm not being Isaiah Battle, Who cares about Hamlet? Most High don't. That's not even he's not even my legs, my breath. I couldn't remember them lines without him.
Right.
Hypocrite. Play actor. All right. I'm going to ask you again. Who are you working for? Yahuah, the living, or man, the dying? Y'all can answer that in your own time.
Yeah.
All right. James 1:22. Shah, can you pick that up for me, bro?
Right.
Before you read, I got something to say. It says, if you're really working for Yah, are you really working? And some folks say, I'm working. Shoot, I know y'all got a co-worker. Man, y'all working in a back room sleep. Everything got a whack. People throwing axes got a split in the back of the head because somebody's sleeping. Ain't nobody being a doer. But y'all working, yeah. Soon as your boss walk off, you want to be sleeping. Wake up! How long are you going to sleep? Didn't he say that in Proverbs 6? Wake up, you sluggard. How long will you sleep? Pick that up on the shot.
James 1 and starting verse 22. And it says, but be ye doers of the word.
Be you what?
Be ye doers.
Be a doer. Okay.
Be ye doers of the word, not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was.
Thank you. So if you're not a doer of the word, it was compared as a man, go look in the mirror, see how he looked. If he was ugly, he was ugly. If he looked good, he looked good. But as soon as he walked away, he forget. That's like us sitting on a Shabbat sermon, leaving the service, and going and sinning again because you're not applying it. You ain't going to remember if you're not doing it.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
You a dummy if you're not doing it.
Huh?
Yeah.
You can't apply nothing. Whack. It said deceiving yourself. If you look in the mirror, it said deceiving yourself, didn't it? So if you just hear the word, but you don't do, you're deceiving yourself. Oh yeah, praise the Most High. You get out here cussing folks out.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all see that? She got big boot, I'm a smash. You see that brother right there?
That's right. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
You ain't applying nothing. You just hear it. Oh, it sounds good. I want all praise to the Most High. Shalom, Mark. Yeah, I got my fringes on. That's all you do when you in service. That's it. You don't do it on the Shabbat. What about the other 6 days of the week?
That's right.
Right.
Call
There
it.
ain't no doer. Nobody no doer no more. They be false. You remember Yahuah, he said something in this podcast. Everybody want to be a brew until they got to do brew stuff. Until you got to be a doer, you just want to claim it. Yeah, I'm a Hebrew, man. Yeah, that's me. I'm an Israelite. Shalom. Man, white people the devil. Edomites. Man, first off, the fact's wrong. Second, what that mean? If identity the first step, you should be moving. You too comfortable with identity.
Yeah.
Come preach that.
If you just depend on your identity, you dead. Most I said you from the tribe of Judah. Come on, where your heart at though? He's gonna turn you right around.
Yeah.
So it may start a conversation with the Most High. My people found out who they were. What are you doing though? Cussing folks out. What? My son? No, I don't know him.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right now.
Go ahead.
Another question, what is your why? Out of love or just to receive the kingdom? I know it's kind of a conundrum because receiving the kingdom is a good thing. Strive for that.
Correct.
But if you just go into the kingdom first, you're missing the whole love step. You can't love the Most High, you ain't going to get no kingdom.
Right.
You just, oh yeah, I'm trying to get the kingdom, man. I'm persevering. You ain't got no scripture. You can't go to spiritual warfare. You can't do none of that. Because your eyes on the prize first off. You need to have love in your heart. What's the first commandment? Love Yahuah, your Elohim, with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind. Did it say receive the kingdom first? Nope, it said love me, then love your brothers. You can't get the kingdom if you ain't loving Yah, you ain't loving your brother. You can't get none of that. If you love, treasure chest open, wide open for you. But if you ain't got no love, that treasure chest closed with a padlock on it. I'm going to ask again, who are you working for, Yahuah, the living or man the dying.
Yeah.
All right. The living over the dying. The spirit over the flesh. The ruach over carnality.
Yeah.
Which ones are we? Ones that walk in the spirit? Or are we ones that walk in the flesh? Because we love to walk in the flesh. Let somebody say something to you. Let somebody's breath stink. Man, the ruach just told me to tell your breath stink. You need a mint, bro. No. What? You in your flesh, man. Nah, get past that. Oh, man, she got a big black eye. I might as well talk to her. Maybe we can bust up. What? Man, I can't stand this girl. She coming in here with jeans on. What? You worried about jeans versus a heart? Jeans don't mean nothing if your heart, the appearance don't mean nothing.
Right.
There's a whole bunch of wolves in sheep's clothing. Hey, they got sheep's clothing on, don't they? They got sheep's clothing on for a reason. They're trying to blend in with the crowd.
Yeah.
But you don't know who they are because they look like you. You worried about that, they're going to bite you on your neck. Kill you. Eat you up. Eat you alive. You ain't nothing. Somebody go to John 6 and 63. Somebody go to Romans 8, 3 through 14. Somebody hit Galatians 5, 16 through 26.
I get Galatians.
I got John.
You got a mic?
That's not fair.
No, that one.
John 6:63. It is the Spirit who gives life. This flesh forbids nothing. The words that I speak to you are spirit, and they are life.
We should read that one more time because I'm there. Say it one more time, please.
It is the Spirit who gives life. The flesh profits nothing. The words that I speak to you are spirit, and they are life.
Okay. So, if it's flesh over spirit, you dead. If it's spirit over flesh, you can live. Because Yeshua said it is the spirit that quickens. Quickens means it can make you alive. It can make you be alive.
Yes.
But the flesh, it don't profit nothing. You can't get nothing from the flesh but carnality. Death. That's all you're going to get from the flesh. So we need to take heed to the words of the Messiah. Because they are life. The Most High gave words that are life. He spoke into existence life. Light, come here. Man, wake up. Alive. Didn't he? That's spirit. He didn't say flesh. Get up. No. He spoke. He gave his life to flesh so they can live.
Yeah.
But if you just living after the flesh, you're going to die. You ain't got no spirit in you. Whitewashed tomb. Somebody get Romans 8 and 3 and 14.
Romans 8, 3 through 14. For the Torah being powerless, in that it was weak through the flesh, Elohim having sent his own Son in the likeness of the flesh of sin, and concerning sin, condemned sin in the flesh, so that righteousness of the Torah should be completed in us who do not walk according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit. For those who live according to the flesh set their minds on the matters of the flesh, but those who live according to the Spirit, the matters of the Spirit. For the mind of flesh is death, but the mind of spirit is life and peace.
Read that one more time.
For the mind of flesh is death, but the mind of the spirit is life and peace.
Did Yeshua just say, the words I speak to you are life? The spirit, it is the spirit that quickens. It is the spirit that gives life. The flesh don't do nothing. You dead. According to Yeshua and Paul. You dead. You ain't got no spirit in you, might as well, you good as dead.
Yeah.
Die. You got no spirit. You ain't worth nothing really to the Most High. Maybe you worth something to man,
Right.
Right.
but you ain't worth nothing to the Most High.
Right.
You ain't got, if you don't what, if you ain't got his image,
Right.
you
Yeah.
ain't worth nothing to the Most High. Somebody get, oh my man, go ahead, keep on.
Because the mind of the flesh is enmity towards Elohim.
It is what?
Enmity.
So when you in your flesh, you basically hate God. You depart from the Most High. You might as well just hate, oh God, forget you in your flesh. But if you're in the spirit, you can truly love Yah. Because your heart is after his own. But if your heart is after the flesh, your heart is after everybody else in this room. What they think about me. Am I storing my riches with man? Or are they up in Shamayim? Because he maintained your lot. They can't. They may spend your money. They may give it to somebody else. Man, I'm trying to feel it back. But you forget. Stop depending on man. They don't profit nothing. At the end of the day, all of us in this room gonna die. Everybody in this room gonna die. That's a fact. I ain't never seen a person who lived forever. I mean, Enoch and they was translated from life. I ain't see that, but I can't see it. They're the only ones. Us though, we gonna die. Everybody in this room are gonna die. Stop worrying about the flesh. Who cares what man thinks about you? They can be smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your. They stab you in your back. The Most High ain't gonna never stab you in your back if you really got the But if you have the spirit, you can truly dwell in the Most High. You can truly dwell with Him. But if you just flesh, these bodies gonna fall off. We ain't even gonna have these bodies when we dwelling with the Most High. So why worry about it now? She would say, maim yourself. It's better for you to have coming there with one arm, 1 foot, 1 hand, and your whole body cast into Sheol, cast into hell. So who cares about this? It's gonna make you sin? Get rid of it.
Come on.
Thank you, that's it. Galatians 5:16.
Galatians 5, verse 16. This I say then, walk in the Spirit. You shall not
Wait, hold on. It said walk where?
in the Spirit.
It said walk in flesh.
In the
It
Spirit.
said walk after man.
In the
It said
Spirit.
walk after Isaiah.
In the
It
Spirit.
said walking after who?
In the Spirit.
Okay.
And ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
The what?
Lust of the flesh.
Okay.
For the flesh lusts against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh. These are contrary, the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
All right, pause right there. So if you walking after the flesh, you can't do nothing in the spirit. You can't have no skip down. You can't have no peace, no love, no joy. You can't long suffer. You can't be gentle. You can't be good. You can't have no meekness, no temperance. All you want to do is murder, commit idolatry, witchcraft. If you're really walking after the flesh. But if you're walking after the spirit, you can have all those that was mentioned in the fruits of the spirit.
But if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the Torah. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, thank you, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revilings, and such like.
Okay, thank you. Right there. It's a lot of works of the flesh, ain't it? A lot of work. It's an opportunity to just sin in the flesh. A whole bunch of opportunities. It's your God, hey, you in the flesh, you can do all this. But walking after the spirit, don't do none of that, man. I got something better than this. It may be little, but it's way more than you think. Because the spirit is abundance. Yeah. If it gives life, it's abundance. If all these lead to death, what they profit? Right. It's taking your life. Yeah. Why not get something that may be little, but still gives life? Yeah. Then you should say, have the faith of a mustard seed, them things little. Yeah. But when it springs up as a tree, whoo, that thing big, can sit a whole bunch of birds, and gives life. Yeah. 21. 21.
And such like of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in past time, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of Elohim.
No, it said, if you living in the flesh, you can't inherit what?
The kingdom of Elohim.
You can't chill with the Most High.
Kingdom of Elohim.
You can't chill with him.
Kingdom of Elohim.
Oh, if you walking after the flesh, you can go up there and hoop with him. Go put on the show floor, tap dance for him. If you in the flesh, you can do all that, right?
You shall not inherit the kingdom of Elohim.
Okay. You can't inherit none of that if you're living after your flesh. If you're always trying to murder, fornicating, you unclean, you lasciviousness, which is just hypersexuality, hypersex. I'm all about this. Don't our music sound like that? Don't they promote that? They're walking after the flesh. And yet we listening to it being stupid. We getting drained of everything.
Right.
You trying to emulate who this was. False people. You got hate in your heart. Variance. You got wrath, strife, seditions, and you speaking heresies. Envying everybody, you murdering people, you drunk. If you drunk, how your mind gonna be on the Most High? You can't even function right. Yeah, man, I love you. What? Get out of my face, bro. You ain't, nah, most of the time, you ain't none of mine, man. I don't know you. Continue, please.
But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. And they that are Christ have crucified the flesh with the affections and lust. If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit.
Hallelujah.
Let us
Oh, no, just 25. Oh, my bad. No, finish that. I apologize.
let us not be desirous of vain glory, provoking one another, envying one another.
The last verse, he shooting shots at the flesh, ain't it? If you walking in the Spirit, you shouldn't do none of that. All it is all about me. Man, get out of my face, man. Man, I can't stand you. I ain't got the Spirit, and I don't. What? I ain't even walking in the Spirit, bro. But I want to go back to verse 23. Meekness, temperance, against such there is no law.
Yeah.
So what he just said, the works of the flesh is a law against all that. Most I said don't do none of that. The law is spiritual, which it is, and you got all the fruits. You can produce something. You can look good. Honestly. All right. Move on. All right. So the one that you're working for, he gonna cut your check. If you're working for the flesh, he gonna cut your check. Death.
That's right.
That's your wages.
Ain't that the wages? Wages mean money. He cut your check. Working for the flesh. Here you go. Who want a death check?
Right.
Who want a death check? Get out this room.
Uh-oh.
Somebody turn to Matthew 6, 19 through 21. You ever hit Psalms 5 for me? Oh, Psalm 16. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Matthew 6:19. Do not lay up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust destroys, and where thieves do not break and steal.
It said, "Will lay up your riches where?"
In heaven.
Because can't nobody get in there without permission, right? You gotta have permission to get in there. So if a thief and a robber, they can't even knock on the door. That door too holy for that. You'll crumble up if you're in the flesh. Can't nobody break in and steal your stuff if you're storing up with the Most High. Anybody gonna come against that? Who's stupid enough to do it? Didn't it say last night, a tempest came at us, fired everybody up. Who want to go against that?
Yeah.
I don't personally. Because he can burn your flesh up and killing your soul too. Okay, thank you. Can you hit it? Psalm 16.
Psalm 16, verse 5. Yah is the portion of mine inheritance and of my cup. Thou maintaineth my lot.
He what?
Maintaineth my lot.
Did we just read in Matthew 6, store up your riches in heaven because y'all what?
Maintaineth my lot.
Okay. Can't nobody get into heaven without permission. The Most High maintains our lot. Can't nobody get in there and take it. But if we maintain it on earth, somebody can steal it. The one you're working for is going to cut your check. If you just storing up your riches on earth, somebody you always got something on your back. You got a target on your back. Flesh is, man, I want to kill this man right here. Kill this girl right here, man. I always got this. I always got money. I ain't got nothing. They're working in the flesh. That's all they jealousy ain't. That's walking in the flesh, according to Galatians 5.
Yeah.
The one that you're working for also maintains your lot. To mock. It means to sustain, to obtain, to keep fast, to help, follow close, take up, hold up, maintain, retain, stay up. All right. We'll look down here. I don't know if y'all can see that real well. But it says, to grasp, lay hold of, attain, to hold up, to support, to hold, to keep, to take hold of who? Each other. So if the Most High maintaining your lot, should you be trying to maintain His word? That's how you truly take hold of the Most High. You just ain't no one side when you give 100. He give him 100. We need to give 100.
Yeah.
If He maintaining our stuff, we depending on Him to maintain our stuff. We don't need to be giving no 75. We sure don't need to be giving no 0
Yeah.
at all, because that's lukewarmness. You just give it 0. Yeah, you do it. I'll do it some other time. Man, get out my mouth, bro. Your money stink. You stink. I don't want you. Get out my face. I don't want to take hold of you if you stink, if you lukewarm. I will vomit you out my mouth if you are lukewarm.
Yeah.
So, if the Most High maintains our stuff, he keep a hold of it. He support it. He don't support the works of the flesh at all. So, they were that treasure chest with padlock on it. Can't nobody get in there without a key. Who got the key? Make sure you're storing up your riches with Yah. Not with man. With who?
Yeah.
When you know who you're working for, it will show. You have no comment. It will show, and you will know who is not working for him. Somebody turn to Matthew 7. I got it. I'm already here. Okay, it says, beware of false prophets, which will come to you in sheep's clothing. But inwardly they are ravening wolves. You shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns, or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth forth not good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore, by their fruits you shall know them. So, if you truly live for the Most High, you're going to bear some fruit. You really walking out, if you're working for the Spirit, you're going to bear some fruit. Whether it be love, joy, gentleness, meekness, temperance, patience, you're going to bear some. And Most High, he going to acknowledge that. But people who not, they're going to show you, man, I'm going to kill you behind closed doors. Man, I can't. When church done, have them see me. Yeah. See that brother right there? Have them see me. What? We should know that. If we walking in the Spirit, you should really see who devils and who not. But Yeshua said, beware of sheep's clothing.
Yeah.
If you ain't beware of none of that, you lost. You'll get bit on your neck and you dead. Because they look just like you. But you should see who is who and who is not. The Most High see it, he'll give you eyes to see.
Yeah.
He'll give you eyes to see. And he said, whoever not good, throw them in fire. I don't even want them no more. They nasty, bro. You corrupt tree, burn it. Burn it. But if you a good tree, bring the I eat different fruit. Fruit good. I like that grape. I like that orange. I like that Most High. Yeah. But if you ain't good, you got sour grapes.
Right.
Your apples got worms in it. Your orange is molded. Man, burn that tree. I ain't planted that. Who planted that? Not me.
Right.
Most I know his work.
He does.
He know his work. He not dumb. We're the ones that's dumb. Looking after the carnal things instead of the fruit. Man, you see the brother, his French is long. You see that girl? Her head wrapped big. And what kind of fruit you bearing? The Most High looking at that. Why are we looking at the carnal things? Who cares about a head wrap or fringes if your heart not right? Who cares if they wear pants or a skirt? Is their heart right? Who cares if he a bishop sitting down? Is his heart right? Is he a plant agent? Is he a wolf in sheep's clothing? Is it? All right, let's backtrack just a tad bit. First, to even be able to work for the Yah, you have to go to the source. Correct. So, Pastor Jeremy, get John 15, 1 through 6.
Yochanan 15, 1 through 6. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit. Now you are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Abide in me, and I in you.
Okay. It says if you abide in Yeshua, he abides in you. Not abiding in Yeshua, it's going to show. It's going to show inevitably. I don't care how much glitter you put on boo-boo, it's still boo-boo. I don't care how much glitter you put on it. It's still crap, ain't it?
Amen.
If you ain't in the Most High, it's going to show. You a wolf in sheep clothing. You a bad tree. You corrupt. Your orange molded.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want a molded orange. You
That's
get
right.
sick from that, right? Who want to upset the stomach? Nobody. Continue, please.
As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself,
As a what?
as the branch cannot bear fruit of
It
itself,
can't do what?
bear fruit of itself.
Okay, if we branches, we can't just orange come out. No, you have to be in somebody. Somebody has to be watering you. You have to have a source. You can't do it by yourself.
Come on, though.
Can you do it by yourself?
No.
Nah. Then you first have to learn how to crawl before you learn how to walk. Who was helping you? You had help, didn't you? You ain't just come out the womb. Hello, Sammy Davis Jr., you ain't tap dancing. No! You having help from somebody. Now somebody is the Most High. So Yahuah HaMashiach, your source.
Yes. Hallelujah.
Please.
Abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. No more
Except
can
abide in what?
abide in the vine.
Okay.
No more can ye except ye abide in me. I am the vine, and ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit.
Okay, so if you abide in Yeshua, you're going to bring a lot of fruit, ain't
Okay.
you? Okay.
For without me, ye can do nothing.
For without Yahuah HaMashiach, without a source, you can't do nothing. Without a source, you can't learn how to crawl. You can't learn how to walk. I hate to say it like this, but you're retarded. You decrepit. I don't want anything that's worthless or fruitless. You can't do it by yourself. You got to have a source.
Hallelujah. Yes.
Okay?
If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch, and is withered. And men gather them, and cast them into the fire, and they are burned.
Okay, so if you're not bearing fruit, you're worthless, ain't you?
Okay.
Anything that's without a source is worthless, fruitless. Worthless things are always disposed of. Because fire, ain't nothing coming back from fire. You might be put in the trash can, somebody get that mug out. But if I light you up, well, you ashes. It's over with. Can't nobody restore that.
Right.
Not carnally, at least. Most I can. So who need to abide in? Okay. Continue, please.
That was 6.
Okay, thank you. John 15:16. You have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you, that you should go and bring forth fruit. That your fruit should remain. That your fruit should remain. That your fruit should remain. Your fruit should never go when you abide in Yahuah HaMashiach. He chose you, didn't he? That whatsoever you shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. I'm not talking about the carnal things. He's not talking about the carnal things. Yes, man does need certain things to be able to function as man does. But would you rather have money or bear much fruit to get in heaven with the Most High? Ooh. Okay. It sounds healthy too, don't it? Most High, he like health, don't it? Yeah. Okay. Ecclesiastes 2, 1 through 5. Daddy, you got a mic?
No, I can give you a minute. Ecclesiastes 2, 1 through 5. My son, if you come to serve Yahuah, prepare your soul for temptation.
Okay. Okay. So when you come to work, you have a hard day. Somebody gonna be yapping at the mouth. Maybe even throw some water at you. Co-workers tripping. You better prepare your soul for that, because this ain't an easy walk. You're gonna go through spiritual warfare. The demons are, oh no, he was just on our side. We gotta get him back.
That's true. That's true. Great point.
Verse 2.
Set your heart aright.
Set your heart what?
Aright. And constantly endure.
And constantly do what?
Endure.
Keep on going.
Yes, sir.
Stop. Stand on the wall. Sit down.
Endure.
Put your hands to the plane. You stop, man, you ain't enduring. You weak.
You endure.
You endure.
Right.
And make not, oh my, go ahead.
And make not haste in time of trouble.
Okay. Okay, wait. It said make not haste in time of trouble.
Right.
Don't be scatterbrained.
Right.
Don't be worried about anything.
Be impatient.
Why? What you worried for?
Yeah.
Most I say don't be worried. The birds don't feed themselves. They fly. They just chilling. They don't feed them. They get on the tree, get a worm. What you worried? If they not worried, if something as measly as a bird not worried, what you worried for? Who provide for them? Your Father provides for them. He provide for them. He gonna provide for you. Quit making haste in the time when things get tough. Stand your ground.
Yeah.
What the demons gonna do? No, forget all that. Stand your ground.
Yeah.
You read Ephesians? People love to quote Ephesians 6. Yeah, we battling the man. As soon as spiritual warfare, man, I want rough. I want to give up. Man, what you just talking that big stuff? You ain't just talking that big stuff.
Yeah.
Man, quit making haste in a time of trouble.
Come on.
Keep on enduring.
Yes.
Quit giving up. Stop sitting down in your chair. Get up, push your plow, and keep on going. Don't you ever stop.
Come on now.
Right.
Even if you have to crawl,
Come on.
you got to take a breather. Keep on going.
Yes.
Keep on.
Cleave unto him.
It said cleave unto who?
Yeah.
The Most High. Cleave on to man.
No.
Cleave on to Michaela. Cleave on to Jeremy. Cleave on to Shai. Cleave on to Carrie. It said cleave on to the Most High.
Yes.
So it did not say cleave on to man. It said cleave on to him. Who is him? The Most High. So you cleave on to man, they'll leave you. Man, this man going slow. They tired too? I don't want to work with him no more. Most High, he tired. I'll refresh him. Just keep on going. You almost at your checkpoint. I'm going to fill you back up, bruh.
Yep.
Keep on going. But if you stop, might as well just die there. Keep on going.
And depart not away, that you may be increased at your last end.
That you may be increased, that you may be brought up in your last thing. So when you refresh, you can be brought up if you keep on going. Yeah. Keep on going.
Whatsoever is brought upon you, take cheerfully, and be patient when you are changed to a low estate.
It said, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. If things is to be bad to come on you, oh, I don't want this battle. Man, forget that. All right, I can handle this. Shy, the way to say this message, you might have, it's a 12-round battle. You might get pop, pop, pop. I get a busted lip. Yeah. But you better take that cheerfully. You better have in your mind, most time, he my coach, he my corner. When I hit you with this one, it's a wrap. I'm gonna be increased at the end, because I ain't doing it. You ain't finna knock me out, Hashatan. No, I ain't finna allow you. No, ain't in your demons. I don't care who in the crowd for you. All I need is the Most High. All I need is the shoe. The coach and the water man. That's all I need.
There it is.
Yeah.
All right, verse 5.
Hallelujah. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
For gold is trying to fire. Man, okay. Can somebody go to John 15 and 20? Go ahead.
John 15:20. Remember the word that I said to you, a servant is not greater than his master. If they persecute me, they will also persecute you. If they kept my word, they will keep yours also.
Ecclesiastes 2. Wait, read the persecute part again. If they persecute you, go on. Read that again.
If they persecute me, they will persecute you.
Okay, so it says, Ecclesiastes 2 and 5 says, for gold is tried in the fire. They're going to persecute you. And acceptable men in the face of adversity. So they're going to persecute you. They persecuted Yeshua first, before they did it to anybody else. Did he die for you? They persecuted him first. People were trying to stone him, throw him off a cliff. So what we giving up for?
Yeah.
Right.
He went to his source, didn't he? He was always bearing fruit, didn't he? It may be tough, but it happened to the source first before it even happened to you. Like some of us in this room may die for the Most High. But guess who was obedient unto death? Yeshua HaMashiach. They took his life. It beat him. But he knew his line to end. He was wise. He knew, I'm coming back. I'm coming back this time with a vengeance. Yeah. Y'all may do it to me. It's all right. Do it to me. You knew the Most High had a plan. Trust in the Most High plan. Quit trusting in your own plan, because your plan measly, and it's always being edited. Most High plan ain't never been edited. At all. It's only man that takes away and add to. It's only man that do that. Most High never said, don't you add to my word. He said, if you add to it, get out my face, man. You take away from it. All right, I'm going to give something to you. You ain't going to ever get rid of it. I may let somebody kill you because you added to my word and you took away from it. Somebody go to Matthew 4.
Start verse 1. Matthew 4:1. Then was Yahshua led up of the Spirit to the wilderness to be tempted of the devil.
To be what?
Tempted of the devil.
It may be tough, but it happened to the source before it even happened to you. So when you tempted, be cognizant of the fact that it happened to Yeshua first, from the devil himself. The devil may send millions to you. Go get them. Get them. Pressure them. But Hasatan himself, man, nah, I got something for you. Keep on reading.
And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward hungry. When the tempter came to him, he said, If thou be the Son of Elohim, command that these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, It is written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of Elohim. Then the devil taketh him up into a holy city, and setteth him on a pinnacle of the temple, and saith unto him, If thou be the Son of Elohim, cast thyself down, for it is written, He shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. Yahshua said unto him, It is written again, Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. Again the devil taketh him up into an exceedingly high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them. And saith unto him, All these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. Then saith Yahshua unto him, Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve.
Thank you. Okay. So what did Yeshua do the entire time he was tempted? Gave him word, right? With his word, what did he do? He persevered. Did he put the plow up? Nope. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I don't care how hungry I may be. I don't live on bread alone. You may, because you living after the flesh. I don't live on bread alone. So when I got to go through the Day of Atonement, I'm going to afflict my soul and let the Most High provide for me. We live on every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the Most High. He kills, he makes it alive. Deuteronomy 32 tell you that. Tobit tells you that. Ecclesiasticus tell you that.
Go ahead.
Already, this whole book tell you that. He speak, you live. He speak, you die. Right? We see that many times. Many times. Repetition, even in 2020. So persevere. You live off of the words of the Most High. You worship Yah alone. Don't add none to that. You add to it, he gonna judge us chapter 10. No, go to your idol, bro. You want to cry to me, you want to have a repentant heart when you forsook me? I want to hear from you. Keep on persevering. It may be tough, but it happened to the source first before it even happened to you. Keep on pressing. Keep applying pressure. I'm thinking y'all should make a sweatshirt. He said keep on applying pressure. All right. Keep applying pressure. Keep pressing. Keep applying pressure because somebody turn to 1 John 4. Y'all turn to 1 John 4 and 4.
First John chapter 4, verse 4. Ye are of Elohim, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world.
So the Most High dwelling in you. What does Hasatan got to do? He can't do nothing. He greater in you, tiny vessel, than he that is in the big thing. Small things, big explosions come in small packages. We humans, right? That's the world. We may be smaller than them, but we big to the Most High. Big to the Most High. So keep applying pressure. Don't matter what don't matter if people coming on your Facebook page, people cussing you out, people trying to talk that bull crap to you. Who cares what they say? Keep on applying pressure. Don't you ever let up. Don't you ever take your foot off that gas. You continue to do what they do. Do what you do. Excuse me. Don't do what they do. Do what you do. What I tell you to do. Did the prophets give up? Did Yeshua give up? Did Paul give up? Many of them were killed, don't they? That's something coming. If you can really apply pressure for the Most High, people are going to kill you. I can't stand you, so I'm going to take your life. That's true. What you going to do when somebody do that to you? What you going to do when somebody plot your death? Privily. What you gonna do? Gonna keep on pressing? Gonna keep applying pressure, or you gonna cower out? Judas, man, I'll give him up, man. Yeah, give him $15. You just living out the flesh, bro. Get out my face. I don't even want to hear from you. You ain't applying pressure. Most I reject. He rejected Saul because he was not applying pressure. I was scared of the men. Scared of what the men say. They told me to keep the car. I ain't want to die. Man, you stop applying pressure. You take your foot off that gas, you crashed. Somebody rammed you in the back of your car, done, totaled. What you gonna do with a totaled car? You can't move nowhere at all. You can't do nothing with a totaled car. So I'm gonna ask you again, who are you working for? Yahuah, the living, or man that is going to die inevitably? In the midst of work, we love the horseplay. What that picture look like is a forklift, but who owned it? A dummy. If I crash into something, you gonna die. You probably gonna die. You horseplay. Shah, give me Jeremiah 4:22.
Right.
Love the horseplay. I was horseplaying at a job one time. Should have been where I was about 13, 14. Man, somebody, we tossing each other around. The dude bigger than me. I was done for this. Tossed me on my back like the window. I thought I was dead. I felt like a fish out of water. I ain't have asthma. I thought I was having an asthma attack. Yeah. Can't breathe nothing. Horseplay, being stupid, hurt myself. Don't know how to do good. Go to Jeremiah 4:22.
Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish.
For my people, what?
It's foolish.
They love the horseplay, don't they?
Yes. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil.
They're wise to do what?
To do evil.
They're wise to horseplay?
But to do good, they have no knowledge.
Yeah, they can't do good because they dummies. Y'all want to be wise. Man, I stuck a girl down in Garrett's. I was super smart than that. Can't read my Bible? I got to clean up, man. I got to do other stuff. I don't know how to do it. Where do I start at? What? Want to be sneaky? You wise when you being sneaky. Yeah. I'm going to smoke this blunt here, bro.
Go ahead.
There's a park out back.
Go ahead. That's right.
When it get dark, don't nobody ever be out there. You wise when you want a horseplay.
That's right.
You come with all types of conundrums. You got all that. You become the smartest man, and you become Einstein when you want to do sin. You want to do God's word. The daggone book is a manual every step of the way, but you don't know how to do it. You dummy. I give you a manual.
Correct.
It used to be orally. But now, since they're not here no more, guess what they put it in? It's in order too. The book ain't out of order. I gave you a manual, step by step by step. You don't know how to do it, but you know how to do E equals MC squared when you want to do evil. Make that make sense. You can't. Dummy.
Tell the truth.
Somebody, Shai, give me 1 Samuel 13-14. There. Give me 1 Samuel 15:2-29. That's Jeremy. Give me Galatians 5:19-21. Yahuah. Give me Jeremiah 17:9-10. Jeremiah. Give me Romans 8:7.
1 Samuel 13.
Yeah.
In verse what? 13 and 14? 1 Samuel 13, starting at verse 13. And Samuel said to Saul, thou hast done foolishly.
He has done what?
He has done foolishly.
He was horseplaying.
Thou hast not kept the commandment.
He didn't do nothing simple. He couldn't keep the simple things. Well, he loved horseplay. He was stupid. Okay.
Thou hast not kept the commandment of the Lord thy God, which he commanded thee. For now will the Lord have established thy kingdom upon Israel forever.
If you keep my word, man, I got your back. But if you do foolishly, get out of my face. I would have established you. But you just had to say it. You had the horseplay. You just couldn't. You had to mess with the plug. You had to put a doggone dime in the socket. Lit the house on fire. You ain't got no house. You stupid.
That's right.
Put a dime in the socket.
All I gave you simple commands. You don't want to do no simple commands. You want to do E with MC squared. Yeah, we can do that. It's wicked. I'll do it. You latch on to wickedness.
But now thy kingdom shall not continue.
It says what?
But now thy kingdom shall not
You do
continue.
foolishly, your kingdom ain't gonna continue.
The Lord hath sought him a man after his own heart. And the Lord hath commanded him to be captain over his people, because thou hast not kept that which the Lord commanded thee.
You know, we're talking about David. That sounds oddly a lot like Yeshua. Captain over his people. Are we Yeshua-like? Our kingdom would have been established, but your kingdom ain't gonna continue no more because you ain't like my son. You ain't got no heart after my own heart. I don't want nothing to do with you, man. My plans, your plans defer. I can't rock with you. A lot of us love to impose our will on the Most High. Yeah, your will be done, not mine. But yeah, please, let me get the cop. Please, I need a cop. I need one bad. What? Man, no, you finna walk for a little bit. You be all right.
Yeah.
Your feet still work because you gonna have a car in the proverbial wilderness. No. You gonna have a horse? We don't know. You sure enough ain't gonna have no car. You better learn how to walk.
Yeah.
Continue to walk. Yeah.
Thus says Yahuah Zabawoth, I remember that which Amalek did to Yasharel, how he laid wait for him in the way when he came up from Mizraim. Now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not, but slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass.
Okay. So that sounds pretty hard to do, don't it? I mean, I know it's simple steps, but it's hard to take a life
In the flesh.
in the flesh. Seems hard in the flesh to take a life. What the Most High tell you to do?
Take
You take it. That's what Phineas did. You stuck them folks through. You gonna sin against the Most High? Ah, dead. Y'all see what he did? Ah, dead. My God. Why? I ever heard a foolish prayer. I was told a foolish pastor said, I wouldn't have did it either. I'm gonna say something. Man, you dummy.
That's a problem.
How dare you not do what the Most High tell you?
Right.
How dare you? How you have the unmitigated gall to go against the Most High?
Right.
You tough now? He got something for you. Die. You gone.
Now go and smite Amalek, and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not. But slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass. And Shaul gathered the people together, and numbered them in Telaim 200,000 footmen, and 10,000 men of Yehudah. And Shaul came to the city of Amalek, and laid wait in the valley. And Shaul said unto Canaim, go, depart, get you down from among the Amalekim, lest I destroy you with them. For you showed kindness to all the children of Israel when they came up out of Mizraim. So the Canaim departed from among the Amalekim. And Shaul smote the Amalekim from Shabbalah until you come to Shur, that is over against Mizraim. And he took Agag, the king of Amalek, the Amalekim alive, and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword.
He did what?
He took Agag.
Was he told to take Agag?
He killed everything.
The Most High said, kill everybody, but keep Agag. No, he said, kill everybody. Don't you bring nothing back. I don't care if he a king, I don't care if he mighty or not. Kill him. Infant, kill him. Sound harsh? Kill him. And you gotta do it. You don't, I'll reject you from being a king. Who want to be rejected by the Most High?
Not me.
No. I don't.
Yeah.
So who you living for?
Yeah. But Shaul and the people spared Agag.
He did what?
They spared Agag.
Was he supposed to spare him?
No.
Keep wrong.
And the best of the sheep,
Oh.
and of the oxen, and of the fatlings, and the lambs, and all that was good, and would not utterly destroy them.
It will not do what?
It would not utterly destroy them.
So basically, he ain't take heed to the word of the Most High.
But everything that was violent, refused, that they destroy utterly.
I keep the ugly, but I keep the good. For me. Okay, we're gonna see.
Then the word of Yahuah came unto El Shemuel, saying, It grieves me that I have set up Shaul to be king, for he has turned back from following me and has not performed my commandments.
Has not performed my commandments. Saul was just a hero. That's all Saul was. He ain't no doer. He wasn't about that life.
Right.
He was a doer to an extent. You're supposed to do 100% when it comes to the Most High. You lollygagging folk. Horse playing. I'm scared of men. I horse play with them. I keep the good things for me, my brothers. But I kill the things that's nasty. The king may have some. No, kill him. Keep going.
And it grieved Shemuel, and he cried unto Yahuah all night. And when Shemuel rose early to meet Shaul in the morning, it was told Shemuel, saying, Shaul came to Carmel, and behold, he set him up a place, and is gone about, and passed on, and gone down to Gilgal. And Shemuel came to Shaul, and Shaul said to him, Blessed be you of Yahuah, and have performed the commandment of Yahuah.
All right, pause right there. That sounds just like a wolf in sheep clothing. Oh yeah, I did all, man. Yeah, I did good. Yeah. Well, here at that sheep pen, Most High will expose you. I don't care if you're a king, a peasant. I don't care how high or mighty you are or how low you are. Most High will expose you if you're not doing His word.
Yeah.
You're talking about I'm the king of Israel. Shalom. I got my French on. Are you doing His word though? What that mean? That's right. Because a lot of people, I just want to claim it. So I just want to claim I'm a king. I want to claim this is my identity. I'm a king. That's it. But when it comes to do brute stuff, you want to walk away.
True.
And Samuel said, What means then this bleating of the sheep in my ears, and the lowing of oxen which I hear? And Shaul said, They have brought them from the Anakim, for the people spared the beasts of the sheep and of the oxen to sacrifice unto Yahuah Elohim, and the rest we have utterly destroyed. Then Shemuel said unto Shaul, Stay, and I will tell you what Yahuah has said to me this night. And he said to him, Say on. And Shemuel said, When you were little. And Shemuel said, When you were little in your own sight, were you not made the head of the tribes of Yasharel? And Yahuah anointed you the king over Yasharel?
So when you was little in your own sight, did I raise you up? Why you ain't do? I raised you up. Why you ain't doing my work? Why you ain't obeying me? I made you live. You ain't gonna obey me? You gonna go against me? I got something for you.
And Yahuah sent you on a journey, and he said, Go and utterly destroy the sinners, the Anakim, and fight against them until they be consumed. Wherefore, then you did not only obey the voice of Yahuah, but did fly upon the spoil, and did evil in the sight of Yahuah. And Shaul said unto Samuel,
Pause right there, my man. So when you don't do the Most High's word, you do evil in His sight. You want to do evil in the sight of the Most High. Heed His word. Heed His word. If you obey God's word, you're doing good in His sight. But if you're going against it, you're doing evil. You're detestable. If you evil to the Most High, you're really detestable. You want to be detestable. You want to be a molded orange. Nobody. Stop doing evil so you ain't got no mold on it.
And Shaul said unto Samuel, Yea, I have obeyed the voice of Yahuah, and have gone the way which Yahuah sent me, and have brought Agag, the king of Amalek, and have utterly destroyed the Anakim. But the people took the spoil, took of the spoil, sheep and oxen, the chief of the things which should have been utterly destroyed, to sacrifice unto Yahuah Elohim in Gilgal. And Samuel said, Has Yahuah as great delight in burnt offerings, sacrifice as in obeying the voice of Yahuah? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fat of rams.
So to take heed to the Most High's word It's better than coming sacrificing for your sins. You should have just took heed the first time. If you took heed the first time, you had to, man, I gotta get some oxygen, man. I gotta have all this blood on my hand. Take heed the first time.
Take heed the first time.
Wait, this whole book is about us not taking heed the first time.
Right.
Did nobody take heed the first time? At all. Take heed the first time. Go ahead, baby.
For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft.
Now you gotta work of the flesh. Rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. If you rebel against me, you might as well be a witch. I want to kill you because you rebelling me. You don't want to do my word. When I made you hollering, you lonely, I made you, you don't want to do my, you a witch. Get out of my family. Light them up. We don't suffer witches to live, do we? We don't suffer rebellers to live, do we? Stop rebelling against the Most High. Be serious about your walk.
Yeah.
I'm cutting myself too. Be serious about your walk. Period. Who cares about what somebody else is saying about you behind closed doors? Who cares?
Right.
Yeah.
You wrong there.
For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. Stubbornness. Because you have rejected the word of Yahuah, he has also rejected you from being king.
Sounds like we rejected the breath of life right there. All right, you reject my breath? Die.
Right.
Get shot up in the street. Get hung on trees. You're going to see that you need my breath to live. Stop depending on your own self. Go ahead, baby.
And Yahuah said unto El Samuel, I have sinned, for I have transgressed the commandment of Yahuah and your words, because I feared the people and obeyed their voice.
Because he did what?
Feared the people.
Who cares about the spirit of timidity? What? You fear flesh that's going to die along with you?
Don't fear.
Now you want to repent when the Most High put you on the glass. When they expose your nakedness, now you want to repent. It sounds a lot like Adam and Eve, don't it? I sinned against you when I get put on the glass. I become afraid. Now I want to repent. No, take heed the first time. We didn't take heed the first time from the beginning of the book at all. From the beginning, we have never taken heed. It's only a few, a remnant that take heed because they know the truth. Keep on there.
Now therefore, I pray you, pardon my sin, and turn again with me, that I may worship Yahuah. And Samuel said to El Shaul, I will not return with you, for you have rejected the word of Yahuah, and Yahuah has rejected you for being king over Yasharel. And as Samuel turned about to go away, he laid hold upon the skirt of his mantle and rent it. And Samuel said unto him, Yahuah has rent the kingdom of Yasharel from you this day, and has given it to a neighbor of yours that is better than you.
Man, the Most High takes stuff from you, give it to somebody that's way better than you. And Yeshua better than Solomon.
Yes.
Who died for our sins? Yeshua. And Solomon, David, and Saul? No. He gave it to somebody that's better than us. Because we couldn't heed the first time. Take heed the first time. Stop being a dummy. Stop being presumptuous. Always failing to observe the Most High's will. Stop failing to observe. Just take heed. It's that easy. If he say no, don't do it. If he say yes, just go. You say chill out, chill out. You say kill, kill. Don't take the best for you. Don't spare people. What? If he say do it, do it. Get out your feelings. Get out your carnal mindset. Walk by the Spirit. Go ahead.
And also the strength of Yasharel will not lie, nor repent. For he is not a man that he should repent.
Most I say something, he mean it. He ain't gonna take his word back. He said it, he mean it. I'm sending you to captivity 400 years. 400. Now we get a day, ain't we? He meant it, didn't he? He didn't say, I'm just playing, y'all come back. No. We send you to captivity. You better get right. And when I come back, you better not be presumptuous. Because if you do, I'm going to reject you from getting into my kingdom. Keep being presumptuous if you want to. Dead. We want to die. We want to die before their time. Don't nobody in this room. I don't. Pastor Jeremy. Thank you, Dave. Pastor Jeremy, can you gather?
Galatians 5:19-21. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance in relations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revilings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of Elohim.
Right. If you do any of the works of the flesh, which is going to show, you ain't going to inherit the Most High. You ain't going to inherit His kingdom. You're going against guidelines if you do any work of the flesh. The Most High said guidelines for His people. It's a law against the works of the flesh. He said guidelines for you to follow. But we want to make stuff so hard. Try to make a circle fit in the box of a square. Bruh, just get the square. Pick it up, put it in the right box. Take heed the first time. Take heed to the instructions that were given to you from the beginning.
Yeah.
Thank you. Somebody, who I give Jeremiah?
Jeremiah 17:9-10. The heart is deceitful above all things, and desperately wicked. Who can know it? I, Yahuah, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings.
The heart is more than, even once it's innate wickedness in your heart. You in flesh, as we're going to go to Romans 8 in a minute. You want to be wicked automatically. He gives you simple steps. Man, I might as well, is there another way? Nah, you're a thief and a robber if you come any other way in. You know, Yahuah was making that joke, that's serious. Your innate wickedness will get you killed. You gotta, as my mama say, beat that heifer into shape. Beat it into shape. Stop being innately wicked.
Yeah.
Well, my mom told me to do it, so I did it.
Right.
Pissed me off, so I killed her. She looked good, so I wanted to do something with her.
So, come on, tell me.
Man, and let her look good. If she look good, she get spirit. Hey, Fred Savage said something funny in Harlem Nights. It'll make you change the gods. So don't do it. Stop being a native wicked. Stop going against the Most High.
Yeah, tell the truth, though.
8th chapter, 7th verse. Is enmity against Yah, for it is not subject to the law of Yah, nor indeed can be.
You innately wicked. You cannot, your carnal mind cannot be subject unto Yah. So you have to walk in the spirit because He is a spirit. So we should be willing to maim ourselves spiritually for the Most High. You ain't got to cut your hand off. You can do it spiritually. You ain't got to pluck your eye out. Do it spiritually. Because if you cut your hand off, you got another hand. Take your eye out, you got another eye.
Right.
So do it spiritually. Do it spiritually. Can somebody give me Matthew 5, please?
Okay.
Matthew 5:28-29. And it says, But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart. And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out, and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell.
It's better for one member to perish than your whole body. So it's about against your flesh. What we listen after these women for? After these women listen after these brothers for? You want to steal something. It looked good, so I had to take it. Which one do wickedness for? Maim yourself spiritually for the Most High, so because He'll restore. If you maim yourself spiritually, He'll restore it.
Right.
But you depend on, I got a hand lost. I can't get it back. I want to keep it. Forget your hand. It's borrowed anyway.
Father. True.
Move on. Once you start working, ain't no quit. All gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. All right. We have Luke 9:62. All right. Nice. Okay. Get it, workshop.
Luke 9:62. And Yeshua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of Elohim.
So when you start working for the Most High, ain't no quitting.
Yeah.
I don't care how hard it gets. Man, it be hard. You may have a lack of faith, but ain't no quitting. Encourage yourself in the Most High.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if you put that plow down, that plow locked up, it got a padlock on it now. You can't operate it no more because you quit. You took your foot off the gas. You took your foot off the gas. He got the steering wheel. Keep your foot on the gas.
Yeah, yeah.
If the wicked always working, we need to be working. Shaw had a message, are you working harder than the enemy?
Yeah.
The enemy always working.
Yes, he is.
So why are we quitting? Because if you quit, they're going to stab you in your back. The fiery dart's going to fire you up and light you on fire. You ash. You dead. Keep on working. All gas, no brakes. He got the steering wheel. You better not quit. All you got is a simple job. Press the gas, man. He going to fill you up. He got the steering wheel. He protecting you. You in his car. Just press the gas.
Just press the gas.
Hallelujah.
That easy. That's how easy. Press the gas.
Press the gas.
All right.
Press the gas. Somebody give me Proverbs 4:14-17. Pastor Joe, can you give me Psalms 83?
I got heartburn.
Okay. Thank you.
Proverbs 4:14-17. Do not enter the path of the wicked, and do not walk in the way of evil. Avoid it, and do not travel on it. Turn away from it, and pass on. For they do not sleep until they have done evil, and their sleep is taken away unless they make someone fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence.
Who table you sitting at? The wicked working. They're not gonna go to sleep until they do something wicked. They sleep taken away from them until they do something wicked. So they wicked and always working. We need to be spiritual, holy, and always working for the Most High. Press the gas.
Press the gas.
Press the gas. Press the gas. The car ain't gonna sputter at all. It's his car. Press the gas. Simple. Just press the gas. If you take your foot off that gas, padlock on it now. Psalm 83, please.
Psalm 83. Keep not thou silence, O Elohim. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken what?
Crafty counsel.
So they together working a plan to be wicked.
Against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. They have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, Ishmaelites of Moab, and of the Hagrites.
Thank you. So, the wicked always working. They coming together to cut you off. How can we make this man stumble today? How can I make him take his foot off that gas? Make some crafty cat. They always working. So you better not ever quit. Quit lollygagging. Quit horse playing. Live, work for the living Yahuah. Stop working for the dying flesh. Because they working too. They're not going to go to sleep until they get finished working. They're not going to go to sleep. I got to do something wicked. I just got to. You should have the mindset, I just got to do something holy. I just got to pray. I just got to fast. I got to do something. Make sure your heart there too. I have to do this for the Most High so I can be protected from people who coming against your head. They on your head. They're trying to browbeat you. Throwing fiery darts. Beam out on the top of your head. But guess what? You got a shield if you're working for the Most High. Nobody can penetrate that shield. All right. So what must we do? Somebody, Shah, Proverbs 6:6 through 8.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. 1 Samuel 30, 1-7.
Proverbs 6:6 through 8. Go to the ant, thou sluggard. Consider her ways and be wise, which having no God, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer and gathereth her food in the harvest.
Okay. How can an ant outdo us? She ain't got no God, no ruler. But an ant is outdoing us. They always working. They got, you see, you go outside right now, you won't see an ant mound. You see a whole bunch of ant mounds, especially down south. They always working. They be at picnics eating your food. They always working. So why are we giving up? We need to be like, we need to go to the ant, learn from the ant. And we got the Most High with us. It's a shame. You give us something simple, go to the ant. See how hard they work. See how hard they work. But no, man, I gotta push somehow. Go to the ant. Stop being stupid. Keep on working. The wicked always working. Why you stop it? Why you not going to the ant?
Proverbs 30:1-7. Now it happened when David and his men came to Ziklag on the third day that Amalekites had invaded the south, and Ziklag attacked Ziklag and burned it with a fire, and had taken captive the woman and those who were there. From small to great, they did not kill anyone, but carried them away and went their way. So David and his men came to the city, and there was it burned with the fire, and their wives and their sons and their daughters had been taken captive. Then David and the people who were with him lifted up their voice and wept, until they had no more power to weep. And David's two wives, and Noah and Jezreelite, and Abigail, the widow of Nabal, the Carmelite, had been taken captive. Now David was greatly distressed, for the people spoke of stoning him, because the soul of all the people was grieved, every man for his sons and his daughters. But David strengthened himself in the Lord his God.
He did what?
Strengthened himself in the Lord his God.
All right.
Then David said to Abithar the priest, Amalekite's son, please bring the ephod.
You got to finish that sentence, but
Here to me, and Abithar brought the ephod to David.
Thank you, brother. Good job, man. All right. So we saw what happened when the Amalekites spoiled Ziklag. It was distressing for David. People wanted to kill him. Did he take his foot off the gas? No, he went straight to the Most High. It said in verse 6, but David encouraged himself in the Lord his God. He went straight to the Most High. He knew, if I keep my foot on this gas, I'm going to eventually recover all. I'm just encouraging myself with him. I don't care what they say. They may want to kill me. It may distress me. I'm going to encourage myself in the Most High. Do you encourage yourself in the Most High? You will be refreshed.
Yeah.
Verse 7, a parallel to Yeshua. And David said to Abiathar the priest, Ahimelech's son, I pray thee, bring me hither the ephod. And Abiathar brought thither the ephod to David. So we know a high priest can wear the ephod. Guess who our high priest is? Yeshua. Perfect parallel. How you so-called a brew, but don't believe in Messiah? Make that make sense. You ain't even working. Your car ain't even started. Your gas tank on empty. Wrong. Because it's a perfect parallel. No, ain't Yeshua gonna have an ephod on? Tribes right there on the shoulder.
He's gonna recover all.
He gonna recover all. Because if you read later down in the chapter, he asked the Most High, am I going to recover all? The Most High said, yeah, go get it in. That's what he's going to tell his son. He's going to come back with everything.
Everything.
I want everything. You're going to come back with everything.
All right.
You ain't finna lack nothing. You're going to recover all.
Hallelujah.
We just playing. If you continue to work, you'll grow tired. It's inevitable. But Most High will always refresh you. Pastor German, can you give me 2 Samuel 6, 5 through 14?
Second Samuel 6, starting verse 5. And David and all the house of Israel played before Yah on all manner of instruments made of fir wood, even on harps, even on psalteries, and on timbrels, and on cornets, and on cymbals. And when they came to Nachon's threshing floor, Uzzah put forth his hand to the ark of God, and took hold of it, for the oxen shook it. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Uzzah, and Elohim smote him there for his error, and there he died by the ark of Yah. And David...
I gotta cut you off. The wrong one. Wrong chapter.
I mean, it's my bad.
No. That's on me. That's on me.
Happens all the time.
All right. 2 Samuel 16.
Hallelujah.
2 Samuel 16 and verse 5. And when the king came to Bahurim, behold, thence came out a man of the family of the house of Saul, whose name was Shimei, the son of Gera. He came forth and cursed still as he came. And he has cast stones at David and at all his servants of King David, and all the people and all the mighty men that were on his right hand and on his left. And thus said Shimei, when he cursed, come out, thou bloody man, thou man of Belial. Yahuah hath returned upon thee all the blood of the house of Saul, and in whose stead thou hast reigned. And the Lord hath delivered the kingdom into the hand of Absalom thy son. And behold, thou art taken in thy mischief, because thou art a bloody man. Then said Abishai the son of Zeruiah unto the king, why should this dead dog curse my lord the king? Let me go over, I pray thee, and take off his head. And the king said, what have I to do with you, sons of Zeruiah? So let him curse, because the Lord hath said unto him, curse David. Who shall then say, wherefore hast thou done so? And David said to Abishai and to all his servants, behold, my son, which came forth of my bowels, seeketh my life. How much more now it is Benjamin might do it? Let him alone, and let him curse, for the Lord hath bidden him. And it may be that the Lord will look on my affliction, and that the Lord will requite me good for his curse in this day. And as David and his men went by the way, Shimei went along on the hillside over against him, and cursed as he went, and threw stones at him, and cast dust. And when the king and all the people that were with him came weary, and refreshed themselves there, and Absalom and all the people...
Thank you, appreciate you. So, things don't get tough. People may come and curse you. Don't put your focus on them. Take your foot off the gas if you look back. Focus on them. Nah, just keep on pressing. You're going to become tired. But when David and his men got to the valley, they were tired. They were weary. But guess who refreshed them? The Most High. He's going to always refresh you. If you truly work with him, he's going to always refresh you. Everybody is Psalm 25. Verse 1. If you're working for Yah, just wait on him. You will bear fruit. He will stir your wicked. You will not be ashamed.
Psalms 25, 1 through 4. To you, O Yah, I lift up my soul. O my Elohim, I trust in you. Let me not be ashamed. Let not my enemies triumph over me. Indeed, let not one who waits on you be ashamed. Let those be ashamed who deal treacherously without cause. Show me your ways, O Yah. Teach me your paths.
So if you truly wait on Yah, you ain't gonna be ashamed. He will refresh you. You can encourage yourself in him, and you ain't gonna ever be ashamed. You just gotta wait. You don't have to persevere. You just keep on moving. It's gonna get tough. You're gonna get tired. Just keep on moving. Because your checkpoint is so close. Keep your foot on the gas. I don't care how many people joking. Oh, look at that man, they got a bucket. They call it ugly. So, keep your foot on the gas. Because when you get to your checkpoint, most likely gonna refurbish your car. Spiritual car, charity. Can't nobody touch one of them. So you ain't gonna be ashamed if you truly wait on the Most High. Because he gonna refresh you.
Hallelujah.
Be ready for him.
Hallelujah.
All right. Shalom. All right, please go ahead. Abba Yah, thank you for everything that you have done, dear Father. Please forgive me for my sins, Abba Yah. If I got beside myself while I was up here, dear Father, please forgive me, Abba Yah. I pray that I truly spoke your words, Abba Yah. I pray that the people were edified, dear Father. But the people that were on virtual, I pray they were edified, dear Father. Help us to be confident. Help us to not have the spirit of timidity. Help us keep on moving. Help us keep our foot on the gas. Because after we leave Sukkot, it's going to be tough for us, dear Father. It's going to be tough. Help us to keep on pressing. Please be our shield. Help us to dwell in your tabernacle. Please, Abba Yah. Please continually refresh us because we do get tired. But you have never failed nor forsaken any of us, dear Father. You have always refreshed your remnant. Help us to continue to follow you, do your word. Forgive us for horseplay, being wicked. Help us to keep on moving for you, Abba Yah. In the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, our rock and our redeemer. Hallelujah. Amen. So be it.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. We thank you.
Yeah.